I think we are in that world right now where most of the AI applications are like horseless carriages. Like the guy in front with trying to like on the carriage, and the AI is just like the engine is this machine at the back. It's like, why is it there? It's like a bit retrofitted in ways that we don't expect it,
Yeah.
and you start to reimagine, 5, 10 years from now, where the technology is cheap enough to be deployed everywhere. Voice recognition is amazing. Multimodal is amazing. And then you go like, what should the UI be for a computer?
Yeah.
Now, I think the GUI that we have, that came from like, I remember like fondly remember Windows 3.11 days to 95 and everything to today with our Macs and all. They've been designed for humans to operate. Like they have windows, they have like start buttons, they have like just like layers of navigation and all. Like they're very humanistic in some way to help us understand how these things work. But the AI doesn't need many of that, right? The AI operates at a more fundamental level. It can write software, it can operate that. So I think we're still in this horseless carriage world where we haven't really figured out what the real interaction model should be yet.
Yeah.
For example, if we wanted to do this task of getting the machine to cut up a video for you, what if you give it the task, you give it the MP4 file, say go do it, but you don't want the AI to work without telling you what it's doing. Showing you, clicking around the UI and trying to get it to do work, it's kind of nice, mimics what you're doing, very understandable, but it's also not very inefficient.
Yeah.
What it really should do is like run some ffmpeg commands, do some slicing, run another model, blah, 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 do all this stuff. But what if on the fly it generated its own UI on the fly? Because, the models can produce websites.
Yeah.
It can write its own software. What if on the fly it produce a representation of what it's doing to you that is not your video editing software, that is not just the raw commands it's running, but something intermediate that represents what the AI is working on, so that you can understand what's happening? How would that be interesting? Now, so not even a VM, right? It's like, it's almost saying, create your own one-off experience to explain the task you're working on in a visual way so that a human user can understand what's going on. So it's like, oh great, I'm going to write a little mini app, Electron app, to show you how I'm cutting up the videos.